Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is heating and cooling and the effects of seasons. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing means that we're showing the world how responsible we are. So let's try and sanitize as regularly as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we'll be doing creative writing and multiplication. For today's lesson, boys and girls, we are going to start on page 29. On page 29, we are going to be doing creative writing. Now remember, creative writing is about using whatever you have to come up with a very good story. Now, this is going to be one where you're going to try and do it by yourselves. This one says, look at the picture below and write a short paragraph about the different seasons. Discuss the effects of seasons on plants and animals and people. Now, we can see that we have our 4 seasons there. Summer, autumn, winter, and spring. And as each season changes, there are different things that plants go through, animals go through, and people go through. Now, I know this one is going to be very exciting for you because you experience them too. Let's talk about winter. Now in winter for the plants, some of them do not grow. That's because the conditions are too cold for them to grow any leaves or any flowers. Then for the animals, some animals go into what we call hibernation. That's when they sleep for a really long time, waiting for the weather to get warmer. And then for people, we actually wear warm clothes and drink warm things. For example, we have hot chocolate and we put on gloves and scarves. Don't forget about the boots as well. So that's an example about winter. And I want you to go ahead and continue thinking about what you do in summer, what happens to the animals in summer, and what also happens to the plants. Take your time, boys and girls. Make sure that you put a capital letter at the beginning of each sentence and a full stop at the end. And then if you don't have space for the word at the end of the line, that's okay. Go to the next one. Remember, a paragraph should be at least 3 or 4 lines. Have fun with this one, and when you're done, you can do a little bit of mathematics on the next page, page 30. Now with mathematics today, we're going to be looking at multiplication. We already know our times tables, that much I'm sure. But today, instead of doing them horizontally, we're going to do them vertically, which means that we are going to put numbers on top of each other. Now today, we are only going to be multiplying with one number each. We have a few of the examples that we're going to try and do together on the board so that you understand what to do. So let's take a look at the board. Now there's one that I've already completed here, and that's because I want us to understand where we are coming from. The first one says, let's read it together, 32 times 7. 32 times 7. So the first thing we do is start with our unit side, and we say 2 times 7. 2 times 7, boys and girls, we know is 14. But we don't have space for the double digits. So instead, we are going to put the 1 for the 14 here and the 4 at the bottom. This one we're going to add on to our answer for the tens. Then we say 3 times 7. Now 3 times 7, when we work it out, is 21. But remember, we still have this 1 from our previous calculation. So that means that we need to add it to our answer. We said 21 plus now 1. Yes, well done. And that gives us 22. So our final answer is 32 times 7 equals 224. Make sure that all your digits are in the correct place so that you do not get confused. Now let's do the next one together from the beginning. This one says, let's read it, 25 times 2. Now as always, boys and girls, we start with our unit side. So we say 5 times 2. Now 5 times 2, boys and girls, we know is 10. But we do not have space for the 2 digits. So we put our 0 below, and then we're going to add 1 to our tens. So that when we get our answer, we say plus 1. Now the next one is 2 times 2. And 2 times 2, boys and girls, we know is 4. But we're not done. Remember, we have that 1 we were keeping. So it's now 4 plus 1, which gives us 5. So our final answer is 25 times 2 equals 50. So go ahead, boys and girls, do both of your exercises. Take your time, especially with the creative writing. Have fun with your multiplication, and it's okay to count out loud if you're not sure. I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, but I hope you had fun. Remember, if you're not sure what to do or how to do it, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help. Please make sure that you finish your work though by yourself. So now that we're done with our work, we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing is very important, especially during these times. Make sure that you sanitize as regularly as possible. Keep your mask on at school as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder, I haven't seen Zoshi today. Oh, there you are. I saw you. So, from Zoshi and I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today, and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.